Sal, you snooze. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. It is not a game, it is not a game. Banging on your chip when I come through the paint. Never been about the money or the fame. But when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic.
Don't play with my name, you come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name, I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion, you started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name, I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game.
Gorgeous late summer afternoon. It's time for football from Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so... opted for the touchback. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Open man, complete downfield to Davis. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. Barkley, inside handoff. And he's got some space here. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
This one is down he goes. Ed Oliver that time the one to get in there and bring him down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. To try again after the sack. Stafford. This is intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On the ball, on the play.
From just shy of midfield, Lance. It's complete to Cook. A big play here for Buffalo. 43 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. James Cook, a 5-yard touchdown run. And Bills are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Bills kickoff unit out as they will send this one away. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your...
And now off to the races, down the right side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
Ready?
They start the drive with Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Red, cycle.
Here's Lance to throw it. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. The Bills send the punter out. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 39, Stafford. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. The shotgun snap for Stafford. He's got a man, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 130 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Saquon Barkley, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And the tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
On 2nd down, Cook. The solid stiff arm. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Give to Cook out of the gun. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Lance now on 1st down.
Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Off of play action, here's Lance. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. There he goes, right side. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he's going to have a Bills first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Shot, 17. Ready?
Again, it's Cook. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
To throw, it's Lance.
Flushed out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Trayvon Walker
in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice... He's got a man, complete! The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
To throw is Stafford. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Troy Apke. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, it might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
On play action, Lance. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Roster 6. 43 rail. Green Jack. Rail. Yellow.
Throwing now is Lance. Cook makes the catch on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. And I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. The final shot before the break, Stafford. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The Lance going to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Everson Griffin. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Yo, blue. Claws red. Smash red. Hut, hut.
Here's Lance. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Agnew now to return, and he'll be out right at the 35. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. On 1st down, Stafford here. Throw left side complete. That's Davis. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force the 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
Going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Throwing is Stafford. And he will find Ridley. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now it's Stafford.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Troy Apke.
And the Bills will take over possession here up at the 44.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Now Lance on the option right.
Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Red, striker. Right. Hey.
In motion, the tight end. Play action. Now it's Lance. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Trayvon Walker able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Going to throw right side here, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Now Lance.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. His 1st NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Bills have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Although it's more commonplace now than at any other time in the NFL, it's still tough to think about throwing a rookie quarterback right into the fire week 1. But guess what? He handled the fire awfully well and threw his 1st touchdown pass.
Lance going to try to throw for this.
to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high-percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Stafford popping this forward. It's a jet sweep. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. And he gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Okay, ready?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Lance looking to throw it. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Drill green. Black shot.
And Lance now to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Stafford. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
A first down carry for Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Stafford.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a short win for the defense.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Saquon Barkley with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Jags are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Ready. 52 blasters.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. On first down. Lance. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
At the 46-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Lance to throw it.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Here we go, set. Ready?
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Blue striker. 6, mega.
To throw, it's Lance.
Going down the middle, and it's complete.
Here we go.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 13-yard line. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. Lance eluding the pressure right.
The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie.
Let's go now.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition, work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
Okay, right?
Desperation time here. Lance.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good. So that will get them back within 1 score. 25 seconds to go. A must recover if they're going to have any chance. And this is going to be recovered by the Jaguars. And that should just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And just how they envisioned the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like 1 time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record.
but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of the season.
So for Jacksonville, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.